I know what track that is actually. I know what track that is. That's from the original cinematic of the intro of the game, where you see the what's the name, Bahamut crash down on the Eorzea, and there's like 5 fighters right there, like down the center following, and then, well, not following, fighting. Why did I say following? They're fighting in a battle against the Gridanians, and then Bahamut lands down and pretty much wrecks the entire world. Or at least that chunk. Really, just everything. I think pretty much Bahamut gets everything and everybody. We got an event over here. I already did this event right here. It's not loading for. Oh no, now it's loading for everybody. Not everybody's around. I think it's like what time is that? 5:58 from here right now. People probably already did the event, but still kind of cool. I already did it before, so and I made a whole video about it. If you want to check it out, it's on my channel. It's a really cool event. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed the entire event. And there's the music again in the background. Just a very solemn, I guess, distorted vocal piece. That's all it is. It's like hymns. It's like it's exactly like a hymn actually. Let's go take a sprint. Oh, look at that. Nice and festive. I love it. I love the festivities and like the festive decorations in this game. They look very nice. And now the hymn is gone. I just plays the actual music. Make up in my game, seriously. Alright, let's get to over here. Hero in the Making. That's where we get to see what what are they called? Permit service to the royal prominent. What are they called again? The Flames, there we go. God, how could I forget that? That's where the Flames are gonna have their speech. And they're supposed to have a special guest, which I'm kind of stoked to see. I already know who it is, but for the sake of it, I'll not spoil it. So I'll let you guys all enjoy. Here we go. Everybody, let's enjoy the grand speech of the Flames.
Behold, 'tis the Sultana Nanamo herself!
And Roban as well!
Hark you, souls of flame, drawn to the bosom of the desert, where the fire burns brightest and shall rage forevermore! Hurrah! Roban! Where since antiquity, under the sage and judicious rule of the Ul'dah dynasty, we have wrought sand into gold. Where by the grace and glory of Nalthal have our brave sons and daughters flourished and prospered. I speak of Ul'dah!
There, at the Flame General's back flies the Grand Company's standard. Note the sigil. The golden scales of order balance the jewel of prosperity with the flame of might.
Great and many are the gifts our nation has given the realm. In Eorzea's darkest hour, on the killing fields of Cartano, none spent more in blood and gold than we. Thus was the 7th Imperial Legion laid low.
So that's how it happened. How soon history forgets.
Yet many left our gates, never to return. Let us pray for our absent brothers and sisters, that they might know happiness in the great beyond, as Thal's honored guests. If the fates were fair, the price we paid that day would have bought us victory. Alas, they are not. And now, but 5 years into this 7th Umbral era, the spirit of sacrifice which granted us our strength is all but dead. Look around you. What do you see? A people divided, downtrodden, and enthralled. Where are the merciful alms of the rich? Where is the just steel of the righteous? I ask you, is this the great nation our brothers and sisters gave their lives to save? You who call this living, dishonor the name of the immortal flames. It is but a slow death. Our enemies surround us, The savage hordes of the Ul'dah wait beside our roads, strangling the lifelines of trade. Meanwhile, the Garleans make mock of our borders and despoil our land of its natural wealth. We stand on a precipice, yet we do not act. Whether trader or soldier, monetarist or royalist, all must recognize that a divided Ul'dah stands to fall. Victory and fortune walk hand in hand. Ye who seek glory and wealth, look not to what little you can snatch from your neighbor, but to the boundless wealth of the world beyond. Now is the time to unite. Now is the time to ride forth. In the name of the Sultana, I beseech you. Line not your own coffers, but those of the immortal flames. Seek not to prosper from Ul'dah, but to restore her to prosperity. As the realm prospers, so shall Ul'dah. As Ul'dah prospers, so shall her people.
Ya for Ul'dah!
Together we are one.
Your Grace.
Raoban? People of Ul'dah, I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, address you. Much has been made of the wealth of Ul'dah. Yet those who measured that wealth in coins and carats are gravely deceived. For the true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. Beloved subjects, I bid you raise aloft the torch of Ul'dah, that her flames might serve as a beacon for all Eorzea to see.
Long live Nanamo!
Glory to the Sultana!
For victory and fortune, stride fearless into the inferno, for we are, by fire, reborn! Forsooth!
The time is now!
Fancy meeting you again.
Well then, that was a pretty epic sounding speech. The Ul'dahs have long history of conflict with Al-Majah, the beast tribe that worships the Primal Ifrit, which we kicked his ass. Judging by your look of distaste, I take it you have encountered them. Hell yeah. Are you kidding me? We killed Ifrit. The Ul'dahs do not shy from confrontation. If aught threatens their precious prosperity, they'll seek to crush it. So have they dealt with Ifrit thus far, smoldering his flames each time he is stoked to life. Yet he is but one of the several problems. Though they have been quiet these past few years, the Garleans have not gone away. Meanwhile, refugees continue to arrive in droves, and Ul'dah has no clear policy on how to deal with them. After all, not even the Sultana's coffers are bottomless, and even assuming they have the coin, resources will ever be finite. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted by the camera being weird. Which brings me back to the subject of Ifrit. It has been observed that the Al-Majah are summoning him with ever-increasing frequency. Every time they do so, the Ul'dah send their forces to smite the Primal, and though they are invariably successful, each victory is bought with blood. It is a war of attrition which they cannot well sustain. Small wonders, then, that the Immortal Flames are eager to recruit more members. At such a desperate hour, an adventurer of your experience will be the most welcome addition to their ranks. For their sake, I hope that the Flame General's words struck a chord with you. And she's unhappy. These guys really don't like any of the factions so far. They have a thing for them. I'm pretty sure later down the line there's going to be a reason, like explanation. I'm pretty sure there was one, but when I was leveling my main character, I was kind of skipping a bunch of cinematics, and I was like, come on, hurry up, I want to see what's next. Every single time. Anyway, let's go head over to Limsa Lominsa. There we go. Head over this way. Alright. I'm thinking we could probably go with the flames. Simply A, we started here. This was our very first city ever. B, we have our guild here. C, we hung out here the most. And D, I never had a character on the flames before, so it'd be kind of cool to have some missions from the flames. And their tabards on the chocobos look pretty cool, like the reins. The designs on them look pretty neat. But let's go ahead and get over to the Maelstrom and listen to those speech. I actually really like Merrill Bluefishwing. I think she's a really cool she's just a really cool sounding character. She's strong, she's passionate, and she is like she's kind of like the mayor of pirates. Like Limsa Lominsa, this entire city over here was built because pirates decided to come together. Pirates and traders alike decided to come together. This is a very vague recap of how Limsa Lominsa came around, by the way, so please don't take my word for it being accurate. But pirates and traders came together and decided, hey, let's make a city. And everybody belongs here, pretty much. Here to attend the remembrance service, be quick. The Admiral is due to give her address at any moment. Let's go to the stateroom. Let's see this. Excited to hear this as well.
The Garleans are another matter altogether.
So much for our alliance.
It's sunk beyond the seabed.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride. "700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, Limsa Lominsa has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond.
Did you look as the Admiral bid you? It is a rather stirring standard, I must say. The crimson field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the black longship represents a pirate vessel.
When the Garlean Empire marched upon Eorzea, we assembled beneath the Maelstrom standard, and our Grand Company was reborn. All answered the call, from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilthier's bloody executioners, and together we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Cartano. That day, the world bore witness to the united strength of Limsa Lominsa. I swear to you no army ever fought harder or with more courage, yet many of ours did not survive. Join me now in remembering those who fought in the name of freedom and fell. May their souls be returned to the sea.
Freedom. Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom. Much as the beast tribes have. Small wonder. Beneath the surface, one would struggle to tell them apart.
It has been 5 long years since the Calamity struck. 5 long years of tireless rebuilding. Yet still the wounds of the Calamity fester and weep. But when I stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze out upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit. Did we not build all this from the wreck of the Galadian all those centuries ago? Shall we not do so again? Yet there are those who would see this ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano. The Sahagin creep ashore seeking blood for their accursed god.
Those fishback
The Sahagin
bastards.
have risen?
while the mines of Ogomero spew forth kobolds who push ever south, despoiling our lands as they go. These savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull. And behind them swells the grim tide of the Garlean Empire. Even now the curs fly their flags within our borders. Doubt not, but that they will be upon us ere long. We are well nigh surrounded. Yet there are those among us who would rather turn their swords against their crewmates than our cannons against our foes. How can we hope to repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck? There is but one course left to us. One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both, and see this ship safe to port. We must mend the rift the Calamity has reopened twixt pirate and maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming tempest. Mark ye well, a crew without unity is no crew at all. 'Tis but a mass of drowned men. To me, then, brothers and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying crimson standard, and pledge me your strength, your skill, your wisdom. And with the guidance of the navigator, this great vessel of ours shall ride the waves, till sea swallows all!
Long live the Admiral!
Admiral Melvin!
Gather the lads!
Oh, where's me cutlass?
I'll follow ye to the seven hells, Admiral!
Fancy meeting you again.
See, out of all three speeches, this one was like, I don't know, to me it rang better with me. Like, I don't know, I felt more passionate about this one. I don't know why, it just, I don't know, it felt epic. The Admiral is just so badass. He's like, yeah, we're pretty much pirates. You know what? We got people coming up on our border. Let's stand together, turn the cannons on them, and just, you know, fight against them. It's very lame duck summarization, but still, like, nothing beats the epicness of what we just seen. To me, like, seeing that again just inspires me, like, again, like, yeah, let's fight the Empire. As the Admiral mentioned in her address, Limsa Lominsa is plagued by two beast tribes. The first are the fish-like Sahagin, worshippers of the Primal Leviathan. He is a pain in the ass to deal with. The second are the kobolds, who dwell beneath the earth and take the Primal Titan for their god. As if the beast tribe's presence weren't troublesome enough, the Guardians have also chosen to erect a fortress right in Lominsa's backyard. And that is to say naught of internal strife. As a nation of pirates, there is no end to the blood feuds between the various factions. And while they fight amongst themselves, the Guardians whet their blade and watch. If the Lominsans are to have any hope of withstanding the Empire, they must first resolve their own affairs. Differences must be set aside, and the primal threat dealt with once and for all. To this end, I expect that they will soon take decisive action against the beast tribes. Mark my words, the Maelstrom standard will be drenched a deeper shade of crimson ere long. That a capable adventurer like you would be a valuable addition to the crew is beyond question. Alright, see ya. As much as I am passionate about, you know, Limsa Lominsa and Maelstrom, and especially that speech that Miss Bluefishwind decided to give us, I still am gonna go with Flames. Simply because it's like where we started, it's our home, it's our beginning. Most people that I talk to usually like go with the kind of the city that it started with. Like everybody in my free company and stuff. Elliot, this is Minfilia. You're well, I hope? Would I be correct in thinking that the final remembrance services has now concluded? A moment ago you say? What a coincidence. Jesting aside, I trust you remember our guests from Grand Companies. Well, delighted though we are to have them here at the Walking Sands, it would not do to keep them in suspense any longer than necessary. In short, hurry back. We can do that, sure, no problem. Alright then. Well, now we got to see what each faction has, and we'll go and join a faction in the next episode. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. Why did I go full face cam? There we go, that's what I meant, just hide the HUD. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the episode. I certainly enjoyed hearing the epic speeches again, and even though we didn't get to actually, physically play, we did get to hear some epic speeches and, get further into the story and get just a tiny little step closer to getting our Chocobo. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and go. Hope you enjoyed the episode. My name is Thamriyell. Hope you enjoyed the episode or my episode. Did I say my episode? Hope you enjoyed the episode. My name is Thamriyell. Like, subscribe, and as always, have a great day. See ya.